All right, time to start talking about this week's photo challenge, which is low key. Remember, you guys can see these challenges at www.52frames.com. Depending on the week that you guys are doing this, like which hour you are in photography, you might find it in the current challenge, you might find it in the future challenge, you might find it in the past challenge. Things are a little bit kind of fluid right now because I am assigning the same challenge to two groups of photography students, um, kind of based on um, the week of school. So, week two of school or week three of school for you guys might vary. You know, third hour is one week and sixth and eighth hour is the other. So, that's kind of where you can find the challenges if you want to see this page, but you guys should get a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about just by listening to this video. So this week's challenge is low key. This will be due Saturday, just like normal. It looks like you guys are doing a pretty good job at kind of understanding Padlet and how to use that. So I'm not too concerned about you guys turning in your work. So low key, what is that? This is a photograph that has mainly dark tones and colors. Many low key photos often have a lot of dark negative space. Deep shadows can also play a central role in a low key photo. So you can see the example here, lots of space where there is lots of dark negative space. Just like other genres of photography, low key photos are all about the lighting, but the illumination part is just as important. The fact that only certain aspects of the scene are lighted helps the viewer to notice the form, texture, or line that you want them to see. You should also pay attention to the shadows or the parts that the viewer cannot see. Do the shadows help you tell a story of drama or mystery? Low key photography is often used to show loneliness and despair, but it's also very effective in portraying a sense of strength or something forbidden or seductive. So, this is a good challenge for you guys to kind of experiment with at home. I'm thinking of the places where I could set up a low key photograph in my home. I have interior bathrooms where, it's dark, it's pitch black. You could also do this at night and then use kind of like lamps or flashlights to kind of get the creative lighting that you'd like. So, some tips and tutorials here for you. There is a low key photography guide, low key photography, complete beginner's guide to shooting low key. And if you guys can't find these links, you can just Google the same kind of terminology and it'll come up with some great results. Um, Dark food photography, 40 examples of photos that are purposely underexposed, why you should make dark images, all sorts of really great resources on the tips and tutorials page. The extra credit, remember you guys don't get actual extra credit for this, but the extra credit assignment on this week's challenge is to take a low-key portrait photograph. This might be a little bit more challenging, simply because you guys don't have access to a whole bunch of extra people. Um, Also because taking a photograph when it's this dark with this kind of creative lighting is difficult. It's more difficult because you guys don't have studio lighting equipment. There are a couple albums that you guys can check out. So week 18, The Dark Side, and week 9 from 2020 this year was Extreme Contrast. So you could certainly check those things out. So basically, you guys are going to want to shoot in black and white, or use a photo editing program to shoot in black and white or to edit your photo to be black and white. You're going to want to use some directional or dramatic lighting. I mentioned that you could do this in an interior bathroom or in a pitch black room, like a basement maybe, or go outside if you have to. But there are going to be lots of like natural existing light sources outside. So someplace inside where you can really control the light might be helpful. Your photograph is due to the Padlet board on Saturday, and as always, if you guys have any questions, you can be in touch. Good luck and happy shooting.